Old King Tom is at it again. David Carroll, David Carroll. How bad I wanted to just forget about you. How bad that I just wanted to say, you know what? Don't pay this old woke horse any mind. But I say, you know what? Let's go see what the old workhorse has been up to. And there I am, looking at a video called Uncle Tom. Now he wants to try to deconstruct the word Uncle Tom. This is blasphemy. I mean, I was taking you very serious for a minute, because I was thinking, this David Carroll is no slouch. By any means, he's not ignorant. But by any means, he's not a real intelligent man as he claims himself to be. Now, he talks about himself in his literature as masterpieces. But how can you masterfully deconstruct the word Uncle Tom? This is literally impossible. This is where you messed up at. This will be one of your biggest mistakes of trying to deconstruct the word Uncle Tom. Because it is very simple what it all means. Nowadays, I consider Uncle Tom to be kind of a code word. It's a word that people really take into a different perspective. See, because you have a different kind of Uncle Tom than you had back then. So you deconstructing the word Uncle Tom, you first have to explain the difference between the Uncle Tom of yesterday and the Uncle Toms of today. See, the Uncle Tom of yesterday was plainly against black people. They knew he was because he sat on the master's porch. They knew he was because he slept in the master's house. He was completely separated from the rest of the black people. Everybody can clearly see who the Uncle Tom was. He couldn't hide. But the Uncle Tom today can hide. He can slither his way in the midst of things. He can corral black people to follow him. He can get a YouTube channel. He can turn around and twist lies. So the Uncle Tom today is much different because there's a lot of Uncle Toms walking amongst us, claiming to be, quote unquote, black leaders. See, David Carroll, before you deconstruct Uncle Tom, you first have to separate the Uncle Tom of yesterday and the Uncle Tom of today. They're two different people. See, that let me know that you're not really as intellectually as you think you are, or intellectual. Forgive my French. Because it kills me to see a brother like you, first of all, profiting from this. Because I see you got your new shirt on and you brand new Cuban cigars, if it's a Cuban cigar. And you are just walloping in your own ignorancy because you believe that, wow, not only can I be the king of the Toms, I can get paid while doing it. This has to be a Uncle Tom's dream, to be able to spill your retardation and get paid for it at the same time. See, but what I learned about you, you learn how to bull crap. That's the word I'm going to give it, because what you're saying is pure bull crap. Okay, you masterfully, you know how to take words and twist them. You know how to take subjects and twist them and turn them around. You know how to make things seem a different way to try to please your audience. But see, David Carroll, I don't fall for none of that. Because see, your Uncle Tom of today is not the Uncle Tom of yesterday. You are the Uncle Tom of today. You are the Uncle Tom that comes in the midst of everybody and you want to self-explain things. One thing I notice you never talk about is Malcolm X. Because you know it probably gave you a whole bunch of trouble and a whole bunch of backlash. You know who to attack and who to talk about and who not to talk about. And that's what makes you a coward in my eyes. Because according to your philosophy, everything that we did in the early 50s and 60s in the movement was all wrong. But it's the same movement that you're speaking against, which gave you the ability to sit your black butt on YouTube and have the freedom to speak. So how could you downplay the dialogue that got you in the position where you at today, Negro? Because you wouldn't even be free to talk the smack that you're talking if it wasn't for the dialogue of the black agenda. You sound so ignorant. See, you can't fool me with that, oh, peasant, be gone. Because I'm nowhere near stupid. But one thing I know about you, David Carroll, you're so fake, it's not even funny. And I don't even like talking about people like that, nor talking about my brothers and sisters the way other people do. Because I don't want to just bash you. I just want to dissect your bullcrap. Because you know it's bullcrap. Because the very philosophy that you're speaking right now wouldn't have flied in the 50s and the 60s. The Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings are the reason why we are where we are today. But you're talking against that same dialogue. That's what kills me about you. You are speaking against that philosophy. But it's the same philosophy that gave you freedom. I find that kind of odd. I find that very odd. And your supporters that get on there and have the freedom to make stupid comments and agree with your retardation don't understand that they are also agreeing to a philosophy that would have kept you in slavery. And to all your supporters, you are free because of the philosophy of the black agenda. It was people like Malcolm X that made things easier for you. So how could you speak against the black agenda and the black philosophy? This is what I don't understand. So while you dissecting other things, I'm finna dissect you. Oh yeah, you thought it was over, but it's not over. Check this out, King Tom. You can't turn around and have it your way. This ain't no cake and eat it too. Because you got to understand that the very agendas that you are now speaking against are the very agendas that got you the freedom to sit on TV and look like an old retard with that cigar in your mouth. So that is like a dog biting his own ass. And that I don't understand. So let's dissect you. You're speaking against the very philosophy that gave you freedom. It was the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and the Marcus Garveys that made everything possible that you are living today. You wouldn't even have the freedom to have a YouTube channel, brother. So what are you talking about? There was people on the front lines that fought for black. These are the reasons. And you're going to talk about some ignorant stuff where you're talking about thinking as one. See, you're trying to twist things. You're over there making a video talking about black people shouldn't think as one. That we shouldn't think in a unified manner. But it's the same unified manner that gave you the freedom to be on YouTube, David Carroll. It was the same unity that marched in Birmingham, David Carroll. It was that same unity that gave you the right to get on YouTube and have the rights you have today, David Carroll. All the way from the Black Panthers to Martin Luther King, that philosophy is what got you freedom. But you dare to sit up there with your dignified self and speak against the very philosophy that had you, that gave you the right to be free. Negro, you sound retarded. And I don't like speaking against my people. I would rather have a dialogue, but you can't have a dialogue with a person like you because you speak in blasphemy. That's why there is no dialogue between me and you. Period. You're anti-me and I'm most definitely anti-you. Because what you're saying is blasphemy. How are you going to speak against the very philosophy that got you freedom? See, that is what appalls me of some of you Negroes. That you speak against the very things and the very philosophy that got you freedom. See, that's the disrespect that you show to the ancestors. And that's the disrespect that you show to the people that fought and lost their lives to get you where you are today. And that's why I always call you black people like that. You just some unappreciated Negroes. You don't appreciate nothing that's been done for you, nor do you appreciate the philosophy that got you there. What thing gave you the right to even be on YouTube? It was the philosophy of the black agenda. It was the mind of unity. It was black people thinking as one. This is what got things done. Of course, everything's at a standstill because why? We can't get most black leaders and black people to line up in one accord. In the 60s, we did it, and look how much ground that we got from being unified. Look how much damage we did from being unified. Look how many laws we changed when we were unified. And you wonder why we can't change nothing now? Because we're not unified. And you're going to get on YouTube and preach ununification? Are you retarded? No, David Carroll, not today. I'm going to call you on your bull crap. Because you are speaking against the very philosophies that gave you the freedom to talk stupid on YouTube. The irony of some of you Negroes. But you need to stop that bull crap. And stop calling your bull crap masterpieces, because they are not masterpieces. So while you over there deconstructing what you're deconstructing, guess what, Tommy Carroll? I call him Tommy Carroll. I was thinking about Tommy. Y'all have to be relatives. But let me correct that, David Carroll. While you over there deconstructing your bull crap, I'm over here deconstructing you. One.